Well, I guess I'd better tell you the whole tale now, as some have been sniffing around and can't keep their muzzles out of my business. My given name is unimportant, but most know me as Tenpin. I was sent here to Equestria by Queen Chrysalis to infiltrate the royal guard. It was such a simple plan. Join the guard, serve the princess, and when the queen arrived, assist in the takeover. So simple and yet so unplanned for. For 5 years I served Princess Celestia, and never once did any pony even wonder about the new unicorn. But something happens to us all when we have a job for long periods of time. We start to care about it. Now I know what you're saying. Changelings can't care about something. They feed on those emotions. Hardly. How so much fear can be ginned up over so little fact is amazing to me. Queen Chrysalis rose to power on such ignorance. But that's a tale for a different time. You see, we don't just feed on happiness, love, caring, etc. Our food is emotion. But no worries are to be found here. Let me ask you something. Do you ever wonder what happens to the other emotions when you feel one of them? You see, when you feel happiness, for instance, it's not because you have a lot more of that emotion. It's because every other emotion you have was expelled, much like the air that you breathe. It is that expelled emotion that can and most often does sustain us. But what happens if we run out? I hear you ask. You don't have to worry about that. What one of you give off in a day can feed 50 of us for a week. What the whole of Canterlot gives off in a week would feed every single changeling for a year. So I don't think that would be an issue. But even if that happened, we could eat like any one of you. In my service to Princess Celestia, I discovered something. Everywhere I was stationed, there was a changeling hive nearby. And even more shocking, I found they were loyal to Equestria. When I asked why, I was often told that non-changelings are friendly and are trustworthy. Why wouldn't we be? Over the 5 years of service, I not only heard this, but saw it in action. I started to realize ignorance is just as powerful a weapon as any mystic means. I started thinking maybe I'm the one that's wrong. I knew that soon I was going to have a problem. And sure enough, the day I'd started to fear had come. The choice between my new home and my old queen had to be made. During the battle, I did a lot of things, but when given the choice, let's just put it this way, home always wins. When the dust cleared, my secret was out. It didn't really matter. I still had a job to do, so I assisted in the cleanup, all the while knowing that my life as I knew it was over. When all that was done, I was asked to report to the princess. When I got to the throne room, I was surprised to find not only Celestia, but Luna, Cadence, and even the stallion who I felt the worst about seeing, shining armor, was waiting for me. I was questioned by all mentioned, and I even offered my resignation. I was shocked when I was asked to stay. I'm forever grateful to Princess Celestia when she said, "Who am I to remove some pony who fought for his home, even if he wasn't from here to begin with?" Trust me, that didn't go over well with Princess Cadence. Not that I can blame her. Celestia asked why I would wish to resign as I'd served with distinction. I told her that I was sick of fighting, and I didn't want to continue. Shining Armor said, "I can understand that. There must be a place for you somewhere. What did you do before all this?" Princess Celestia asked, Do you understand the current media? And how not to get in trouble with the press? As I was in PR before the war. I said yes, I did understand. Princesses Celestia and Luna excused themselves from the room. Trust me when I tell you that the room got awkward real quick. You could have heard a foal's hair fall through the air. When they returned, Celestia told me my sister had an issue with today's media. You know, I didn't think I'd be able to tell if Luna blushed due to the color of her coat. But damn, she turned bright red at that comment. Celestia continued. Would you be able to assist her with these shortcomings? I looked at Princess Luna and said, if you would have me, I'd be honored. But I had one question for the royalty. Would I be allowed to use the veil? What we call the spell that allows us to hide our appearance. Princess Celestia earned my eternal loyalty when she responded, you can do this, or you can reveal yourself. I'll support your choice no matter what. Knowing the panic that would be caused by my appearance, I chose the form you see to this day. Since that day, I've lived in Canterlot as a media and video game advisor to Princess Luna. There. Now you have my backstory. Not what you expected, but are you happy now?